Okay, so boys and girls, our learning target for today is that you can label the parts of the ukulele. Now, I gave you all a diagram of the ukulele, and I want to go over the parts with you so that you will be able to label them when we have our quiz tomorrow. So, if you look at the ukulele, you could divide the ukulele into three parts. The top here we're going to call the head. This long part we're going to call the neck, and this curvy part is going to be the body, kind of like a person. So this is the head, the neck, and the body. On the head, there are these four knobs called the tuners, and this is how you tighten or loosen the strings to change the pitch on the ukulele. Also, at the top of the neck and right below the head is this little white strip called the nut. I don't know why it's called the nut, but that's what it's called. The strings kind of lay in these little grooves on the nut. On the neck, there are these little gold bars that divide the neck into sort of spaces. Those gold bars are called the frets. And when you play the ukulele, you keep your fingers in between the gold bars, so you put them in the frets. On the top also of the neck is a black layer, and if I turn it this way you can see this whole black layer where you put your fingers is called the fingerboard. Let's move now to the body. On the body there are some parts that I want to make sure you also know. This round part right here is called the sound hole. If you didn't have this when you strum the strings on the ukulele, they wouldn't have a place to vibrate. It would sound much softer. So you need this sort of sound opening where the strings can vibrate and create the sound. At the bottom of the body is a sort of wedge of wood that holds the strings up. This is called the bridge. And again, if you didn't have the bridge, the strings would lay flat on the wood and they wouldn't be able to vibrate. And then this little white strip at the bottom of the bridge is called the saddle. It's a silly name again, I don't know why it's called the saddle, but it kind of rests on top of the bridge and the strings lay in the bottom of the saddle just like they lay in the top of the nut. So those are the parts of the ukulele. Let's review them one more time. We've got our tuners, our frets, our fingerboard, our sound hole, our bridge, our saddle, and this white strip up here is the nut, and then the three main parts are the head, the neck, and the body. So study these parts tonight on your study sheet, and I'll see you tomorrow.